Disney Pixar toy story, The Big Campout. Guess what? Bonnie said as she looked excitedly at all of her toys. We're going to do something really special tonight. The toys were carefully arranged on Bonnie's bed. They couldn't wait to find out what the special something was, but they stayed motionless. The little girl clapped her hands with glee. We're going on an adventure, Bonnie cried. The toys were excited, but they still didn't move. And we all get to go, Bonnie said. She carefully placed Woody, Buzz Lightyear, Slinky Dog, and all her new toys in a big tote bag. Next, she collected her beloved old toys, Buttercup the Unicorn, Trixie the Triceratops, and Hedgehog called Mr. Pickle Pants. A rag doll named Dolly came too. We're going to have so much fun, Bonnie told them. Bonnie ran off to find a flashlight. Once she had left, all the toys suddenly came to life. I wonder where we're going, Mr. Pickle Pants said. I hope there aren't any scary animals, Rex the dinosaur whispered to his friends. I'll protect you, Woody said with a wink. Then the toys heard footsteps and stopped talking. We're camping out, Bonnie announced happily as she came into the room. She scooped up the tote bag. A few minutes later, Bonnie and her toys were in the backyard. Here we are, she said. Bonnie carefully unpacked the toys and began arranging them inside a tent she had set up. You sit next to Trixie, she told Rex, placing the two dinosaurs side by side. Buttercup, Woody, and Buzz, you guys will be next to my sleeping bag. Soon all the toys had their own spot. Now, let's have a picnic. Bonnie began passing out toy food and toy plates. Corn for Buttercup, pepperoni pizza for Rex. Bonnie, dinner time, called Bonnie's mother. Bonnie giggled. I've got to go eat my dinner. But don't worry, I'll be back soon. She gave each toy a big hug, then crawled head first out of the tent. Left alone in the tent, the toys began to explore. This is a right comfortable spot, Jessie said, admiring Bonnie's puffy sleeping bag. The combinations really are quite satisfactory, Mr. Pickle Pants agreed. Well, shine my spurs, Woody exclaimed. The cowboy walked over to an electric camping lantern. He turned it on, and a warm glow lit up the tent. Let's have a sing-along, Woody suggested. He held his cowboy hat over his heart and began to sing, Camptown Races. Jessie quickly joined in, and Bullseye stomped his hooves in time to the beat. The other toys began singing too. After a few more songs, the toys went outside. They still had some time before Bonnie returned, and they wanted to explore. Pushing through the tent flaps, the toys stepped into the backyard. It had grown dark. Look, Buttercup said, the stars are coming out. Buzz smiled. That, my friend, is the Big Dipper. 7 stars that form a ladle shape. He pointed towards the constellation. You sure know a lot about the sky, Trixie said, impressed. Buzz grinned. Comes with the Space Ranger territory. I just saw a shooting star, Mr. Potato Head shouted. I think that was a firefly, Ham said. Jessie hopped on Bullseye. I'm going to explore the yard. Buttercup trotted over. Follow me. I'll show you the rose bed. Trixie turned to the other toys. Who wants to play freeze tag? With a sly smile, she tapped Rex. Tag, you're frozen. Smiling, the rest of the toys began running away as Trixie chased after them. The flower bed is out of bounds, she shouted. Hey, someone tag me, Rex called. Still frozen. Anyone? I'm wiped out, Ham said a little while later. How about a shadow puppet production, Mr. Pickle Pants suggested. That's a great idea, Woody said, leading his friends into the tent. Bonnie's going to be back soon. The toys used Bonnie's flashlight to create shadow puppets on the tent. Buzz made an airplane with his wings. Mr. Pricklepants made an elephant. Rex peeked outside the tent window. "Boy, it sure got dark fast," he remarked. Then Dolly made a pair of bunny ears behind Dinosaur's head. Everyone laughed, even Rex. "A sleepover wouldn't be complete without a scary story," Mr. Potato Head said. He clicked off the flashlight. "Once there was a little toy that got lost in the forest. The forest was dark, very dark." "Just like now?" Rex exclaimed, beginning to get scared. "Suddenly there were footsteps," Mr. Potato Head said. The toys heard the sound of someone running. "Like now?" Jessie said with a gasp. Mr. Potato Head continued his story. "A monster was coming." "Ah!" Rex shrieked as a huge shadow loomed over the tent. The toys all flopped down and went still. The tent flapped open. It was Bonnie. She brought the toys outside and gave each one a marshmallow on a twig. "It wouldn't be a campout if you didn't roast marshmallows," she announced happily. The toys couldn't have agreed more, and Rex was especially glad that there wasn't a real monster after all. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story. This story comes from the Disney Bedtime Favorites book. To hear other stories from this book, please check the description below. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe for more new stories every week. Thank you, and goodbye for now.